Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of those videos where I talk about updates in the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. Today it is the bi-weekly update day, so as always, if you haven't yet, please sign up to the KitFox newsletter and you'll get these in your inbox before these videos even come out most of the time. Links in the description. But we're talking about floodgates, so it should be good. Diving in, we've got this lovely image of water and then some chain bars, which I want to talk about in a second, and then a floodgate kind of in the middle of the image, and then what looks like a lower Z level, one Z level down, or like kind of a channeled out area with two ramps coming up. So like kind of a little dip in the ground. And then, of course, there is the lovely floodgate that is ready to flood everything. And yeah, so the thing that I really want to talk about here actually is the bars. So bars normally just kind of look like cages in Dwarf Fortress, but we actually are seeing like metal bars here for once around what kind of look like these little jail cells. I think I might actually use metal bars a lot more in the Steam version, just because currently they as I said, they just kind of look like cages in the current version of the game, and thus just kind of blend in with other things, especially if you are building a prison. They just kind of blend in with everything and they look weird. But I really, really like the way that these metal bars look. I think that they are like, you know, I know it just sounds weird, but they look like metal bars. So I think those are really, really cool. The doors, of course, also look really nice. And then the lever up in the top left. I think that once again, we're seeing kind of confusion with perspective in this shot, because in the very center of the image you can see that little trench that's been dug out, so it's like one Z level deeper in the middle of everything. That is, you know, a little bit further down and kind of hard to decipher at a glance. It took me a second of squinting to kind of like piece together what that must be. So I think that once again just kind of shows the perspective of the current tile set iteration is a little bit question marky. That being said, right here we release the floodgate. We see a dwarf run in and get immediately washed into the lower layer. I think that the reason that the lower layer is there is probably because we needed somewhere for the dwarf to get washed into, and most likely didn't have, you know, anything to, I have a feeling that some of the violence hasn't been implemented yet, like blood and such. Otherwise, we probably would have seen more of that. I know that we saw entrails a while ago, but we haven't actually seen any animations of that stuff. So I have a feeling that's probably for the best that he gets washed down into a lower Z level. That being said, what do you guys think of the actual water flowing? I think it looks kind of nice, personally, without, like, you know, being a bit much, on the violence front in this image here, anyway. But what do you guys think of the actual water flowing? I think it's quite clear. I don't really need much more in the way of animations on this. I think personally this looks quite nice. I'm not sure if this is a work in progress thing or if they're going to be like adding more imagery to the water flowing itself. I think it looks kind of about what I expected. You know, just like the little tiles and then the tiles getting darker as they fill in. I think it's quite clear. I think it's quite nice looking. I'm very much looking forward to flooding whole caverns and halves of forts and as much of hell as I can pump the ocean into, and making, you know, other things flow. Of course, in this update, they also had the screenshot that I made a video of the other day, which was the trade screen screenshot, which I'll show right here. Just briefly, of course, if you missed the previous video, it is, as I said, included in the newsletter update. So just for clarity's sake, I will show it here. Once again, really like the way this trade screen looks. If you want to watch the full video, I put that up yesterday, so you can go find that pretty easily. Thank you very much for watching these videos, and as always, if you want to get these updates in your inbox from KitFox directly, ASAP, you can sign up for their newsletter down in the description. And if you want to support my YouTube channel or this YouTube channel directly, I do a lot of live streams of Dwarf Fortress and other games alongside of these little news updates, as well as interviews with developers from time to time. If you want to support these directly, you can do that on my Patreon. $1 a month goes a long way. $2 a month gets you into these credits that you're seeing right now. And also, if I see you over at my live streams, just pop in and say hi, because that would be cool. Twitch.tv/BLINDIRL. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.